morning, students. This is KG Misra. I have come with the new chapter of class 10th, that is sources of energy. Okay. See, this is a purely theoretical chapter. Okay, and long answer questions are asked from this chapter. 3 marks, maybe 5 marks sometimes. Okay, but 3 mark questions are regularly asked from this. It's a theoretical based chapter. Okay. Our first topic is source of energy. What do you think? What source of energy is actually? Uh, see, source of energy, no? So start writing first. Okay. A body which gives energy continuously. A body which gives energy continuously without any reduction is called source of energy. Written? Full stop. See, actually, definition is the ideal one. Okay. Source means from which you are getting the energy, then also its energy is not decreasing, not decaying. Okay. That is called source of energy. And in true means only sun is the source of energy, because its energy every day you are getting the sunlight, no? And have you ever felt that if the sun's energy is decreasing? Never. It is same all the day. Okay. So that's the meaning of source. Now, next heading is characteristics of a good source of energy. Put the heading characteristics of a good source of energy. Written? Okay. First point is that it should have high calorific value. It should have high calorific value. Okay. Now, what does it mean? That means it should, if you are using small amount, you must get large amount of energy. Okay. Second thing, it should be easily available. Okay. It should be easily available. Written? Okay. Third point, it can be easily transported. Okay. It can be easily transported. That means you can take it from one place to another place very easily. Get easily transported. Fourth, it should be economical. Means it should be you can get it low price. Okay, its price is very low, so it should be economical. Okay. Fifth, okay. Fifth one is that it should produce less pollutants. It should produce less pollutants. Okay. Pollutants means which pollute the surroundings. Okay. It should produce less pollutants. Okay. Written? Sixth, it should not leave any residue. It should not leave any residue behind. Okay. It should not leave any residue behind. Written? Okay. Okay. 7th point, it can be easily stored. It can be easily stored. Okay. See, next is types of sources. Okay, on the basis of use. Okay, you might be wondering how you can divide on the basis of use. See, it has been divided as conventional sources of energy and there is non-conventional sources of energy. Okay, now what are conventional sources of energy? See, conventional sources of energy are those sources of energy, which are being used since long years. Okay, traditionally we are using it. We also call it traditional sources of energy, like burning wood. Okay, burning cow dung cake. Okay, so these are not started now. Okay, it has been started thousands of years back. Okay, so those are called conventional sources of energy. So put the heading conventional sources of energy. Now start writing. The sources of energy which are being used since very long are called conventional sources of energy. Stop. For example, wood, 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 okay, comma, cow dung cake, comma, coal, etc. Okay. Now next is non-conventional sources of energy. Okay, non-conventional sources of energy. Start writing. The sources of energy which are comparatively new, that is, which are being whose use has started, okay, and the just started later, whose use has started later, are called non-conventional sources of energy. Full stop. For example, solar energy. Earlier people are not using this, now we are using. Okay. Second, wind energy. Okay. Nuclear energy, nuclear power plants, it was not there earlier. Then tidal energy. You've heard about tides, high tide, low tide, that is called tidal energy. Okay, comma, ocean thermal energy. We derive this energy from oceans. Okay, so ocean thermal energy, etc. These are the new forms of energy. Okay, then we'll get geothermal energy, this and that. Lots are there. Don't worry about it. We'll study in details. Okay. Now we can further divide it on some other basis also. Okay. See, sources of energy can have again two types. Sources of energy can have two types. Okay. First is renewable sources of energy, and second is non-renewable sources of energy. Now, what are renewable sources of energy? So first, put the first heading, renewable sources of energy. First you will write types of sources of energy, then you will write renewable sources of energy. Okay, and then start writing. The sources of energy which can be renewed in small period of time again and again. In a small period of time again and again, and which never exhaust, are called renewable sources of energy. Full stop. For example, solar energy, comma, wind energy, comma, wave energy, sea waves are there, so the wave energy from that we get, comma, tidal energy, comma, etc. Now next come to non-renewable sources of energy. Okay, start writing. The sources of energy whose renewal requires very long duration time, very long time. In bracket you can write millions of years. In bracket you can write millions of years. Bracket close. And they get exhausted are called non-renewable sources of energy. Full stop. For example, coal, comma, petrol, comma, diesel, comma, wood, comma, wax, etc. You might be thinking, no, sir, tree we can grow it, but the tree, muscular tree, which gives us wood for burning, it requires how much time to grow? 10 years or 15 years, no? Like that. So again, you have to wait for 10 years. You have burnt wood for preparing food today, and again you want to grow tree, and again you will prepare food after how many years? After 15 years. Okay, so it's not practically possible to wait for 15 years for preparing food next time. Okay, so that is not renewable actually. Okay, so, and once it is utilized, that wood, it cannot come back. Okay, but in case of tide, the same water is coming up and going down, and again coming up, again down, going down. Okay, so it is not exhausted. So okay, see, next heading is fossil fuels. Okay, now down this heading, see what are fossil fuels. Okay, billions of years ago, no, what happened? There were dead remains of animals, okay, and plants, which are buried under the earth, okay, and they remained buried under high pressure and temperature for years and years, okay, and then these fuels were produced, okay, which are called fossil fuels. And who are these fossil fuels? Do we know them? Yes, we know them. We are very much familiar with them. They are coal. They are all the petroleum products like petrol, diesel, okay, and this wax, okay, paraffin wax, okay, and natural gas, okay, gas also there. So these all are produced due to decomposition of dead remains of plants and animals at high pressure and temperature in the earth. Okay, so start writing the definition of fossil fuel. Okay, so write fuel formed due to the decomposition of the remains of the remains of the ancient plants and animals, beneath, beneath, beneath the earth are called fossil fuels. Okay, beneath means they were decomposed under the earth, okay, at high pressure. Full stop. For example, coal, petrol, diesel, comma, wax, etc. Full stop. Okay. Natural gas is also a type of fossil fuel, okay. See how they are obtained, I'm going to tell you, okay. Don't have to write, just you need to understand it, okay, how it is done. See, suppose this is the earth, what people do actually, they dig a well, okay, they insert a pipe the earth, okay, and they insert another pipe in the earth at the same place, at the same place almost, okay. So very near, and through one pipe they, what they do, they put water, okay, water, it is pumped down, okay, and when water goes down, what will happen? Here the oil is there, the petroleum is there, okay, that is called crude oil is there, okay. So when the water will go, water is heavier and it is sent with force, so it will go and will settle down in the bottom, and it will lift the crude oil, okay, which is also known as black gold, and then that oil will come up through this pipe and it will come out, okay. In this way the crude oil is taken out, and when this crude oil is refined, no, then we get petroleum products, okay, that is petrol, diesel, natural gas, these things, okay. And gas also comes, first gas will come, natural gas, and then this crude oil will come, okay. And what is left after purification, that is called wax, and using that wax we prepare what, your candle, okay. And wax is used, wax, paraffin wax also used, but about Vaseline jelly, okay, it is actually wax, okay. So in this way this petroleum is taken out from the under the earth, okay. And over the coal, you might be knowing, because we are living here, no, it's a coal belt, CCL, okay, they are doing the mining work only. Okay, that's all for this video, my dear children, okay. I will come with the remaining topics in the next video, okay. Till then, take care and keep on studying, okay.